What's up guys, it's CJ from smartkeitai.com. Verizon Wireless just sent us a hot new device to review. As you can see, it's the Motorola DROID X2, the successor to the very popular DROID X. It's available now for $200 with a new 2-year agreement or $450 off contract. I'm excited to get some hands-on time with the DROID X2 because it's actually Verizon's first Android smartphone with a 1 GHz dual-core processor inside. So it's got NVIDIA's Tegra 2 chipset, and it also has a large 4.3-inch display with QHD resolution. That's 960 by 540. That seems to be the new norm for high-end Androids these days. It also sports an 8-megapixel camera on the back, but unfortunately, it's lacking a front-facing camera, and it doesn't support Verizon's 4G LTE network. Of course, LTE isn't available in every market yet, and Verizon's 3G is always among the best in speed and reliability. So enough with the specs. In this video, we're going to unbox the DROID X2 and give you some quick impressions. And then we'll follow up with more videos in the coming week covering hardware, software, gaming, and much more. So let's get started. Nothing really interesting around the box here, just some basic information. So we'll go ahead and flip it open. You can see it says DROID X2. So here we go. We have the DROID X2 just resting on top, waiting to be handled. So let's flip that out. And I'm going to tease you guys for a second and put it off to the side, but you can see it does look a lot like the original DROID X. So we'll put that off to the side, take a look at the rest of the box contents. I'll just pull this out. Looks like we have the charger, wall charger. And to complement, we have the micro USB to USB charge and sync port or cable. And then in here, it looks like we have our basic user manual, warranty information, and other booklets. So that's it inside of the box, your bare essentials. So we'll go ahead and throw that off to the side and bring the DROID X2 back into the mix. Flip that over. Looks like we have some protective film. Peel that aside. So again, this is a 4.3-inch screen device and it has QHD resolution. So again, that's 960 by 540. It's 960 down, 540 across. So that's definitely a good thing they went with QHD because you want your larger screen devices to have higher resolution to keep things looking crisp. So let's go ahead and pick it up and take a look around the device. We'll start with the front and zoom into the top. Let that focus. Here we go. We have our usual sensors and earpiece grill. Below that we have our Motorola branding and then 4.3 inches of screen. Down here we have a Verizon logo and our usual Android keys. So we have menu, home, back, and search. Now these are actually physical hardware keys that you have to press in or deliberately press in to activate. It's not like those overly sensitive touch-based capacitive buttons that you may accidentally activate by brushing up against them. I'm not sure which style is more popular, but I can definitely see the advantage of having these hardware keys. So down here we have a microphone, and then if we flip to the top, we have a lock and power key. Lock and power key, and next to that 3.5mm headphone jack, and then another microphone. Moving over to the side, we have a volume rocker. If you move over here, you might have expected there to be a camera shutter key like on the original DROID X, but they actually removed it on the DROID X2. I'm not sure why, but it's no longer there. Down at the bottom, almost flush, we have a little lanyard hole right here. Move over to the left side. Let's zoom in here. There we go. We have our HDMI out port and our micro USB port. And then it's flush the rest of the way. So let's flip it over to the back. Let's go ahead and take this off. Okay, since the battery door sort of popped off there, let's take a look underneath first. We have a 1540 milliamp hour battery, so that should last you throughout the day, and 8 GB micro SD card above that. Put the cover back on. There we go. So starting from the left of the back, we have another microphone, speaker grill, Google branding below that, and in the middle we have Motorola and Verizon logos, and it says DROID X2 in red. On the right side, We have an 8 megapixel camera capable of shooting 720p HD video, and of course above that a dual LED flash. Get a closer look at those. Now earlier I talked about how this device is remarkably similar to the original. That's because they're basically the same in design on the outside, save for the black coloring of the DROID X2 compared to the gray color of the DROID X. I also mentioned before that they removed the camera shutter key, but overall same looking device. Even has the hump on the back over here. If you look at it from the side, you can see that clearly. So let's power this device on real quick so you can see the boot animation. There we go. Now in hand, this device feels great, just like the original. I'm not sure what it is about Motorola and their devices, but the parts always feel like they're made of premium quality. So that's definitely a plus. So let's lay this down and let it load up. We should hear the famous DROID vocals in a second. DROID. There we go, and you saw it says dual core technology. There's that red eye. So again, this was the unboxing of the Motorola DROID X2 from Verizon Wireless. I should note that this device launches with Android 2.2 Froyo out of the box, but there will be an update soon to Android 2.3 Gingerbread. So don't worry about that, and don't let it hold you back from getting the device. Again, we'll be covering the device in depth through a number of videos over the next week, so stay tuned for that at smartkeitai.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon with more coverage on the DROID X2.